The other match for the semifinals of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Tournament is Finn Balor and Samoa Joe against the Mechanics. Mechanics are losing this, right?
Yeah. A tag team named The Mechanics is not beating the fucking NXT champion.
But, Wago, do you know why they're called the Mechanics?
Because they're robotic and boring.
No, because they're mechanics in the ring.
They don't even actually refer to them as mechanics outside of, like, you know, like some promotional material and stuff like that. Like, whenever they come out, they just say Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson, which is boring as all hell.
Isn't Scott Dawson the name of some, like YouTuber?
Maybe.
I
don't know.
Interesting. Maybe he wrestles now.
Maybe Tim, yeah. I don't know. I put almost no value in them. I don't know why they're in the finals here. I would have thought that it would have made so much more sense to have the other two tag teams I mentioned in the previous part, because that would have been bigger matches and stuff. But then again, we're talking about NXT here. This is developmental. This is where they try some weird shit. Blake and Murphy were the tag team champions.
And I think it was actually worth it. And the reason why I think it's okay to do this right now necessarily because, listen, the NXT Championship is not even being defended at this TakeOver event. Granted, I think even if it was being defended, I think it wouldn't be the main event over Bayley and Sasha Banks necessarily. But like I said, I think right now they're just like in a bit of testing theory. They've lost a number of guys either by going to the main roster or you have like the Sami Zayn and the Hideo Itami who's injured right now. So I think they're in a phase right now where they're just trying to see what they have and what they could do going forward after some of these people leave. Because right now, they're not about to hit the dark days, but they're about to hit a low, I believe, when all these people go up to the main rosters. So I think if there was ever a time to test everything out, I think now would be the perfect time. So I'm actually not surprised at all that a team like the Mechanics, who are mechanics in the ring, made it this far in the tournament.
So my theory on this one is the fact that we have heel versus heel with the other two teams means that it's a guarantee we're getting the baby faces going over here. I can't imagine them doing heel versus heel, and then the heels beat the baby faces, and then we have another heel versus heel team, tag team match. So Finn Balor and Samoa Joe, I mean, they're the bigger names. Finn Balor's the goddamn champion of NXT. Samoa Joe's the biggest name in NXT. Seeing them lose to Wilder and Dawson would be like, what? You know? But they might have put the Mechanics in here because they want to have them feud for the tag titles outside of this. And I think that they put them this high up to give them a little bit of a credibility bump. And that way, when we do have, like, Mechanics versus Vaudevillains for, say, I don't know, 2 weeks from now, when they start doing, like, the regular episodes and stuff, they'll be the feud where the Vaudevillains can beat them and then lose to whoever wins this tournament. That's what I think's happening here. And that's why I think that this is going to end up being something that, you know, I'll get into in the next part. But I'm going Balor and Joe. I don't really know any reason why they wouldn't win this match. I can't think of a reason why. Wago, do you think there's the slightest shot that Balor and Joe don't work out?
Yeah, so any reason why they won't put the two top guys in their developmental over? Nope, can't think of any reason.
Right? Like, at least when it came to, like, Enzo and Cass against the Mechanics, or the Vaudevillains against the Mechanics, or whatever like that, like, they're higher than the Mechanics are on the totem pole, but not so significantly higher. Like, this is the type of match where you would have, like, John Cena and Roman Reigns against Los Matadores. Well, you know, maybe it's not that far, but similar.
John Cena and Roman Reigns versus the New Day.
Yeah, I guess you could say that like that. Where you would clearly imagine New Day doesn't win. So, I'm going to throw a suggestion out here. And I'm going to leave it an open-ended thing for the next part.
Disgusting.
Little cliffhanger. What if we get a turn when it comes to Balor and Joe? We're going to talk about that in part 8, where we talk about what we think is going to happen with the finals of the tournament. So click on that one if you want to find out my